Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. I am so excited to be back with you guys today with honestly my probably number one favorite video, not only to make, but also to watch a Dollar Tree haul. Plus, we're also going to start some 4th of July crafts today. Okay, guys, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. We have quite a bit to get through tonight, so let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so bringing in my first item here, I just have this 12-piece count of push pins. They were $1.25, and I just thought these were so cute. They're just like the little pom-poms, and I just had to add these to my collection, so I picked these up. Next up, I found these 10-piece of pencil grips. Now, I'll tell you the reason that I got these was I recently showed you guys that I got an iPad, and with the iPad, I got not an Apple Pencil, but like an Amazon dupe of an Apple Pencil, and it works amazingly. I absolutely love it. I have it linked in that video if you're interested, but I did purchase some pencil grips because I was curious to see if these would fit on the Apple Pencil or, in my case, the Apple Pencil dupe. And I'm sad to say they do not. These are a little too small, but they are super cute. They're just pink, purple, and then a mint color, and they're just glittery little see through ones. So these, unfortunately, will be going to my daughter, but super cute. You guys, it took everything in me to only buy two of these. I got two of my favorite foam tapes. These are the ones that I prefer to use for card making. These are found in more of like, I want to say like the home supply area, not necessarily the craft supply area. This is just personal preference. It's my preferred method, but you can use whatever method you prefer. So I picked up two of these. Next up, I bought this last time as a Dollar Tree. It is Utterly Smooth Hand and Body Cream. Now, I know for sure this is a dupe of another, like, more expensive hand cream. I do not know which one, I've never purchased it. However, I did pick this up, like, I want to say maybe a couple weeks ago, and it is great. I absolutely love this. I keep it in my car, but to me, it smells really good. It's just a really soft, kind of like maybe baby powdery type of smell. But I do think that this does a good job keeping my hands hydrated, and I really like it. So I think it's really worth the $1.25 price tag. Okay, next up, I just picked up one of these little dispenser pumps. This is the one where you just push down on it and some liquid comes out of the top. I got it in the pink color. It is so pretty. I've actually been looking for these, and the Dollar Tree closest to me has not had them, but the one that I went to recently did, and they actually had them in like a pink, a purple, and a mint. So, chef's kiss, perfect. I went with the pink, but I do plan to use this for my rubbing alcohol soon. I am almost out of my swabs, so once I'm out of my swabs, I will switch over to this. Next up is this little mug here. Now, you guys, this mug is so beautiful. It just says microwave safe, dishwasher safe, embossed lines. And I was going to say, this mug is so heavy, it's so substantial. It is like kind of like a stone look to it, But what really makes it so beautiful are these little lines in it are embossed. So it has a really beautiful texture that is just so, so pretty. And they actually had this in a few different patterns, but I went with this one and I did contain myself and I only picked up one. Now, from the plus section, I did pick up this stainless steel tumbler with straw. Now, this is 24 ounces and it was $5. Now, this says hand wash only, no microwave, no freezer, but it's in this really pretty pink color. And this does not have a handle, which I will be honest with you, I think I do prefer like cups with handles now. However, I couldn't pass this up. I'm just such a sucker for tumblers. And if I find one in this really pretty, like light pink color, it's really, really hard for me to pass it up, especially when it's $5. So I am adding this one to my collection. Now, this little light here, I apologize. I did open it because I had my husband like look into putting it somewhere that I wanted it. However, this is a motion detector light. It has a little rechargeable port here, the little cord to recharge it. It also came with a little remote control that is like on, off, and then you can do the lights up and down. And like I said, this is motion censored. So I wanted to put this in our pantry. So this was $5, and I thought that this was a great buy. We'll see how it works, but I'm excited to give it a shot. And then last but not least, honestly, the thing I'm probably most excited about, I found these solar globe lights. Now, when I tell you this globe light is so, so beautiful, this little globe here is glass and it just unscrews. Now, this part here is not metal, it is plastic. But for $1.25, I just feel like this is so, so pretty. Now, I did go to put this into my yard and I accidentally cracked it. So I'm super gluing this currently and I just have it taped with some washi tape to kind of keep it together. However, I did buy four of these and I already put three of them out. I think I'm probably going to leave it at three. However, I do want to have one just as a backup in case just for any reason, maybe one of them stops working. However, I was so, so happy to find these. And I think that these were such a good buy for $1.25. Okay, guys, just bringing in my first little blank here. I am going to make a door hanger for the 4th of July season. Now, it's kind of been a minute since I made a door hanger. Honestly, I've just had a wreath up and I've kind of just left it at that. However, I really do want a door hanger for the 4th of July. So we're going to go ahead and get that done tonight. Now, I have quite a few elements I'm thinking about bringing in, and we are going to kind of run through them together. And we're just going to kind of see where this door hanger takes us. Now, I'll give you guys a close up of my blank in just a second. But just kind of as I'm thinking about it, this is the wood round from Target. It is the Mondo Llama brand and it is $5 at my local Target. And I think that this is a great blank. I love to use this as a door hanger just because I think it's a great size. And I think that the $5 price point is appropriate. So I don't think it's like probably the best deal ever, right? But I think that it is an appropriate price. And I like that at least my local Target, they just always have it. And I know that I can just run in really quickly or do a pickup order while I'm grabbing some other things that I need. So feel free to run in any direction you like. If you have a particular blank that you like to use for your door hangers, like absolutely go that route. Just take my idea and adapt it to the blank that you choose to use. Oh my gosh, look how pretty this is. I don't know. I am like such a hoarder because I don't know. I feel like I can kind of do something with this, but I don't know what. Okay, so I don't know what, if anything, I'll do with that, but I did set it to the side for just a minute because it's the prettiest little scallop circle, and I don't know. For the time being, I'll just let it kind of hang out over there and maybe something will come to mind. However, I will tell you, like, if I don't think of something, it will go in the trash because I have just got to stop hoarding like every little like piece of things, right? But anywho, just finishing up my little design here. I cut out this design from Design Space. I just sized it to my particular blank, which I believe that this blank here is a 12-inch disc, is how they describe it. However, you can kind of see here, it has a lip on it. So the actual inner circle, which I'll give you guys a close up in just a second, I want to say is actually like 11 and a half or something like that, but it's a little bit smaller. So I simply just sized my design to that. Okay, so now before I kind of start that, I do want to give you guys just a close up of the blank here. So this is the brand Mondo Llama, and it does say 12-inch craft wood disc. Now, like I said before, it does have like a little lip on it. It comes in this natural wood. I give it just a few coats of white chalk paint, very, very kind of distressed look, but I do it just in that kind of inner circle, and then I leave the edges in its natural state. This does come with both a hanger, also where you can put like a nail. So I will actually remove the sawtooth hanger because I'm going to add a ribbon. So just kind of for the sake of the video, it doesn't matter, but I'm just going to kind of use that as up. So I did go ahead and cut down a piece of transfer tape here. Just bringing in my weeding tool. I'm going to use this to get my transfer tape started. I'm just going to grab a corner. And then I'll just turn it over, kind of bending that carrier sheet down, exposing just about an inch of my transfer tape. Now, this is a larger design, so just go slowly. Definitely just give yourself some grace here. Now, leaving it whole, I probably would have been able to use it for my next craft. However, like I said, at this point, I'm willing to kind of use a little extra transfer tape just in the sake of my crafts really coming out nicely tonight. But you can absolutely approach this any way you like. Now, especially if you're just starting out, I think this would be a great time to bring in some parchment paper. I, however, am just going to wing it. And I'm just going to try to get this as centered as I can on my blank. At this point, I'm not really worrying too much about like up or down. I'm just trying to get even spacing like on the margins. So all around my circle here, I just want to get kind of as much of an even spacing as I can. And that looks pretty good to me. So I'm just going to start in the middle. And then I like to just work my way out towards the edges. And I forgot my little hack, but I'm going to remember to do it right now. So for the time being, I'm going to bring in my weeding tool and just get this started so I can pull up my transfer tape. And literally right now, as I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and fold just a little of this back so I can do my little trick for the next layer. Okay, and there is our first little layer. I apologize about the glare. But I did immediately take that off of this blank and put it down on my next layer. So I wanted to do that quickly before it kind of got away from me. Okay, and once again, just bringing in my blank. This is going to go just in between my blue layers here. And oh my goodness, this vinyl is so sticky. Now, because I have to get this red layer between my blue layers, I'm going to go ahead and use some parchment paper. Now, the parchment paper is so noisy. I'm just going to go ahead and get this lined up really quickly. Okay, so I definitely think 100% the parchment paper was the way to go. That helped me so much. Now, using my little lip here that I just created, now see it won't stick down. So I'm just going to use that to remove my transfer tape. Okay, so I just really quickly went ahead and removed the hanger from the back. Now I have a little Ziploc bag that I keep these in, and if I have like another blank that I end up wanting to hang, I can use these to like put on something else. So just a little tip, if you have the room, I suggest keeping these because then you can kind of turn anything into a hanging piece of art. But I also need to get rid of like a ton of things, so probably don't take my advice there. However, as you can see, I brought in quite a few things here. Now, everything on my desk at this point is from the Dollar Tree. The first thing that I'm going to bring in and kind of the star of the show is this little star that I got. It says wall decor. It was $1.25. And my idea was to kind of use this as like the centerpiece of my door hanger, which I do like that, but I don't know. I'm really honestly kind of liking this design. And I feel like the star kind of takes up a little bit too much of it. Like we lose pretty much the entire like inner blue one. So I don't know. I'm not loving that. Now, I will say this little heart here is a little matchy matchy, like for my taste typically, but I don't know. I'm also really kind of liking it. This is also from the Dollar Tree. It says wooden beads decor. Now, I initially was going to kind of remove both ends of this, and I was going to use this as the hanger at the top, which I could definitely still do, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this here for just a second and I'll tell you why. Because I was thinking about hot gluing the heart down in the middle of my door hanger. However, if I do that, because this hanger is right in the middle, I'm gonna have a hole there, which I don't think I would love the look of that. Yeah, I think that's gonna look really cute actually. So I'm actually going to let's see, because I don't want the hole in the middle. So I'm actually going to kind of leave it on the beads like that. And then I'm going to hot glue the rest of my rope there to the back. But you will also kind of see it come to life as we do it. So just kind of stick with me for just a second. I know when people start bringing in a lot of elements, it's definitely kind of a trust the process moment, but we will see how this comes out. I don't know. I'm actually kind of liking this idea. And this is honestly how I typically create. I'll typically kind of sit down with an idea and I'll have like certain elements I want to use, I'm like thinking about using, or I know I want to use. And honestly, I'll just kind of sit down and just start playing around and see what I like and what kind of works and what's not working. So, like I said, originally I really wanted to use the star. I thought that would be perfect for the centerpiece, but I actually think this is going to look so, so cute. Now, the only thing is because we just did that, I think that the beaded hanger, like for the actual hanger, is going to be a little bit too much. However, I do have these three ribbons from the Dollar Tree. These two here are actually like from 4th of July. They're just really pretty, kind of burlap, and then the red, white, and blue. And then this one here is actually from the fall. I've had it. It's just a navy and white. And I thought that this would just actually go really well with the theme. So that for me is absolutely 100% a winner. As soon as I put it on, I was like, yes, please, I love it. So I'm going to go with that. Now, trust me when I say I absolutely understand that this is not everyone's taste. I am definitely a little more of a maximalist in a lot of ways. So please, please, please feel free to take this in whatever direction you like. This is totally just an idea and just some inspiration. You follow this DIY as closely or as non closely as you like. But this is just absolutely 100% me. I am in love with this. You guys, let me know down in the comments which ribbon you would choose. Do you think that this ribbon is a little too much for your taste? Okay, so that definitely took a little longer than I expected. Let's get a few more little crafts done, and I think this is going to have to be a part two. Okay, bringing my next little blank here. This is the little box from Dollar Tree. You guys have seen this on my channel a few times at this point. This is the largest, I believe. It's around 4.5 by 4.5. So I simply went in and cut out the sweetest little design, and I'm going to put this up in our living room. Oh my goodness. I'm like trying to anticipate like where I'm weeding, and I'm like kind of trying to read like where I'm at. And I'm like, this is not making any sense. And wouldn't you know it's upside down. So, that at least makes me feel better because I was kind of thinking, what in the world did I cut out? Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side because I am not confident that everything is here. So as I kind of go through and weed this, I will kind of double check that it looks good. I have two other really big projects that I have cut that I wanted to get done tonight, but like I said, that wreath just ended up taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. So we're just going to go ahead and knock out these two small ones, and then I will be back with the two large ones, and then I think I have a few more after that. Okay, so had one little piece there, but I got it, and I think we are safe. Let's go ahead and do our second piece. Now, because this is like a smaller blank, this is on a smaller scale, so it is like going to be a little harder to weed. However, I think that I can get through it, hopefully. Okay, so there's no way you guys saw like how long that actually took, but let me tell you, this blue vinyl weeded so horribly. And normally, if I wasn't filming, I honestly probably would have just scrapped the project. But I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of like inspiration and be like, oh, you can do it. Like, if something goes wrong, like, you can recover, which I just proved you absolutely can. And I'm sure we will have to continue recovering because I'm sure my placement is definitely way off at this point. However, honestly, in the time it took me to do that, I don't think it was worth it. Like at that point, I would probably just recut that blue layer and start over. However, like I said, if you're not interested in wasting the vinyl, or, maybe it was your last piece of that color, I do wanted to show you guys that, it is possible to save a project. It's just kind of, at what cost, time wise. Oh my gosh, this is like the project that will not end, but I am determined to see it through at this point. Oh my gosh, I have never gotten anything more crooked ever. So the only thing is, I'm not going to worry about my stars because I can line those up myself. Actually, because I know that this is so off, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this apart. I think I'm just going to have way better luck laying this down separately. So I'm going to focus on the America part, not worrying about those stars. If they lay down, I'll grab them, and I'm going to try not to lay them down though. Like I said, I got this transfer tape so crooked. So we're going to try to focus on the vinyl, not the transfer lines. Okay, now I'm going to go in and just lay down my two little blue stars next to my red one here. And then last and hopefully least, so we can move on and be done with this craft because I am over it. Gonna try to line up our last little piece here. Now, this is looking a little wonky to me, so I'm gonna try to just kind of get some even spacing here. And then I think I'm gonna go in. I think the H maybe is a little high. We'll see in a second. Okay, so here is how my little sign came out. No comment. You guys leave me a comment below and let me know what you think, but we're just gonna go ahead and move on. Okay, last but not least, I have this 2 pack of dish towels. I got this from the Target dollar spot. It was $5 for 2 of them. And the one we're going to be working with is this one here. It just has this pretty little firework pattern. And then the second one is this really pretty textured red one, which I also really, really love. Okay, so really quickly, I'm just going to go ahead and lint roll this. And then I just have a sweet little design here. I cut this out of my favorite white glitter iron-on. And I'm just gonna really quickly add this to my little dish towel. I'm glad I saved this one for last because after that last craft, I could use just a really easy last craft to end the night. So I am hoping that that is this. So really quickly, I'm just going to go through and get this weeded. And then just bringing in my Easy Press Mini here, I have it warmed up to the second line, which is medium. I'm simply going to press my design here. It simply says Happy 4th of July. And I'm just going to put this in the bottom left corner. Now your Easy Press Mini is made to be moved around. So I'm just going to simply continuously move this around for probably about 30 seconds. Okay, and we'll go ahead and turn that over and give it just a second to cool down. And there we go. Look how cute. So guys, just like that, I am done with tonight's video. I am so happy with how everything came out. You guys let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite. I'm sorry that I couldn't get everything in tonight's video, but I have got to call it quits. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that you guys have a great week and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.